A Vatican official says church law does not conflict with pastoral care in terms of the annulment or dissolution of marriages. The Holy See's Office for the Doctrine of the Faith recently hosted a study day on the dissolution of marriages. Vatican officials stress the importance of pastoral care during the process. They say there is no difference between considering such cases and caring for the spiritual well-being of those involved. Joining us now with more insight is Hannah Brockhaus, Senior Rome Correspondent for Catholic News Agency. Hannah, it's so good to see you again. Can you tell us a little bit more about the study day and also why it was held now?
Well, the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith organized this study day together with the Pontifical Lateran University for Catholic University students, for scholars, and for people who work in diocesan curias. And it was based on a 2001 instruction called Potestas Ecclesiae, which was on something called the dissolution of marriage in favor of the faith. And this study day was held now because it is 20 years, the 20th anniversary of that instruction. The instruction says that marriages between non-Catholics, of which at least one is not baptized, under certain conditions can be dissolved by the Bishop of Rome in favor of the faith and for the salvation of souls. So the study day was to deepen the look into the Code of Canon Law on that issue.
Hannah, can you tell us a little bit more about the dissolution of marriage in favor of the faith? Is this different from annulment?
Yes, it is different from annulment. So while an annulment is the Catholic Church's declaration that a prior marriage was invalid for some obstacle, that in fact a valid marriage never took place, the dissolution of marriage recognizes that a valid marriage took place between two non-Catholic persons, and afterward, if one of the spouses in the marriage decided to become Catholic and was baptized, if there became some sort of irreconcilable difference related to the Catholic spouse not being able to practice their faith, it recognizes that there could be a specific set of circumstances when the Pope alone could offer a dispensation, a granting of this favor of the dissolution of that marriage. And so that is how they are different.
And Hannah, what more did the head of the Vatican's Doctrine of Faith have to say?
Cardinal Luis Ladaria, who is the prefect of the CDF, he gave a speech at this study day, and the main point that he was trying to make was about how the Church's law, because this dissolution of marriages, it's governed by the Church's law on marriage, how the law is not in contradiction or in conflict with the pastoral care of souls or pastoral accompaniment, conversations that the Church is having, especially in the wake of Pope Francis's apostolic exhortation, Amoris Laetitia. Does the Church's law have consideration for this? And Cardinal Ladaria said it does. I'm going to quote what Cardinal Ladaria said. He quoted Canon 1063 of the Code of Canon Law, which says pastors of souls are obliged to take care that their ecclesiastical community offers the Christian faithful the assistance by which the matrimonial state is preserved in a Christian spirit and advances in perfection. So Ladaria emphasized already written into the Church's law are these ways of promoting the pastoral care of souls, especially in these difficult situations, which often include perhaps a marriage in crisis or otherwise a marriage that has failed. And he emphasized that the whole process that the Church requires in this 2001 instruction about the dissolution of marriage, built into the process that is legally required, are things like questioning of the spouses, ensuring that the spiritual care and accompaniment is taken care of.
Well, Hannah, thank you so much for joining us today and talking to us about this. We really appreciate it. Hannah Brockhaus, Senior Rome Correspondent for Catholic News Agency. Thank you again.
Thank you.